Hello and welcome to the Treasured Page. I'm Melanie and this is our quiet crafting space. And today I thought I would jump in with a very simple back to basics craft where we can just relax into it and process the day and the weekend or anything that is going on right now for you. Just a little break. A break in the day sometimes is all we need to reset, rethink things through, and then carry on with whatever the day is throwing at us. And that's where I'm at today. Okay, so I've got some, I might not use this. This is what suggested things that you could find. You could either look for a digital kit, you could look for some vintage sheet music or paper that is of a vintage sheet music image, old book page, and a nice image of from a magazine that you like, just a background image really. But I'm going to have a look at some Ordnance Survey map because I have one which is rather old, a vintage one. It's very beautiful. I'm not sure I want to cut it up, but I will do because it's been drawn on. And I think actually that adds to it. So whoever had this in the past and obviously did a lot of walking or wanted to just make it clear where the pathways were for walks, they have coloured in the blue. Now maybe they didn't. Maybe that's just what the map people did, but or maybe that's the print, but it certainly looks like somebody's got a crayon and gone over the blue, in which case if that's some sort of print it's probably worth something. But it's going to be worth more in my journal, isn't it, because I'm going to enjoy it and appreciate it. I'm going to turn this into art, so anybody wanting to do map collecting will have to go elsewhere because this is mine. I had it, it was mine, I'm going to use it, so I'm going to use that. Now, ordinary modern day Ordnance Survey map is more green, and when my son had I think he was doing map reading at school and they were looking to do a walk, or we were looking to do a walk with him. That's right. This is last year, so, you know, when we had all the time in our hands to go for walks and we couldn't do anything else. We got an Ordnance Survey map and we very quickly realised that they're completely useless now because we all have our phones and we have the Google Maps on our phones and we have all the things that just pop up and tell us. All well and good whilst you've got battery, I understand that, yes. But it was so much clearer and so much easier and so much better. And whilst I hate that, because I love maps and I think we should always have them, for practical reasons, the Ordnance Survey, massive great pull-out map, modern one, was redundant. And we couldn't use it, he couldn't use it, and I used to do map reading, I used to do scheduling for a company back in the day. So so that was an eye-opener, that maps are actually, I can't even see that, I find that really hard to see now, but I can expand on my phone the map so I can see exactly where the roads are. So yes, that was a bit sad. So I have used it to make tags, which is what I want to do now, only I've used it all and I've got this one. And I thought a more vintage one might be fun to use as well, because you can pick these up in charity shops in the UK. I've seen quite a few recently. So I'm going to be using map, but you could use a page from an atlas. You could use, as I've said, the music paper, book page, anything that is a background. And we're just going to do a very simple but thin tag. So we're trying to reduce bulk in the journals from time to time. Whilst I love texture and I like building all of that up, it's also important to make thinner things as well. Otherwise you can't fit as much in, and we like to fit things into the journals, don't we? So you're going to need your background image, either the sheets of paper that I've just shown you. You're going to need a stick glue and some scissors. You may want a stronger glue if you get edges that peel up and misbehave. And you're going to want some background paper, and I am using stained coffee stained paper. That one's an avocado dyed paper. They were offcuts from an A4 sheet of copy paper that would otherwise go through the printer. I'm going to just reinforce that with an extra piece of paper, just some old bit of packaging or something. We'll find that in a minute. So there we go. We just need something to cover the tags. So those are going to be the tags. That's going to be the top of it. Scissors and glue. Let's do this. Might want a hole punch as well. Okay, how long do I want my tag? So I've gone for these sort of size ones, and they're quite thin, which I think is quite nice. This was just the offcut, and I'm then going to chop that bit off, and I'll have that bit as well, so I could use that, in which case I think I'll cover the whole length of that piece of paper. The measurements for you, I'll do it in inches, so it's just a little bit over 8 inches. Oh dear, I hate measuring. By 2 3/4 inches or 7 centimeters. So there we are. I think it's just, it's just a strip of an A4 piece of paper, but I might be wrong. Right, we're going to give this glue a try. This is brand new from Wilko in the UK, hardware store. Got lots of things in there, not just hardware, but glue, quick stick glue. It's a stick up. Okay, so let's see if they're any better than the other one I had last time, which was WH Smith's. Didn't think much of that, so the kids can have that. I'll throw that away. Okay, right, let's have a look at this beautiful map. Well, I think it's beautiful because of the blue. Can you see down the bottom in that corner they've used, their pen. So, and here, where are we? We're in Havant, which is in West Sussex. There we go. The pink crisscross. Maybe that was "Don't go that way," or that's where the treasure's hidden. I don't know. Oh, but let's not get precious about these things. We can't use them. It's just going to be clutter. It is clutter. It's on my shelf. It's clutter. And the other thing that's clutter is all the things that my grandmother kept as well. And then, unfortunately, when my lovely, lovely grandmother passed away, at the wonderful age of 97, through natural causes, bless her, she had a full, wonderful life. She left a lifetime of things, and she lived in a flat, and she kept it immaculately clean and beautiful and well tidied, and we as a family couldn't believe how well organised and hidden all her things were, because it went on forever. All her beautiful little things, all her little crafty things, all her paper craft even that she loved, it all got squirreled away. So cleverly hidden. And then we were pulling, oh no, there's another box there. There's more of it. So yeah, these things become clutter, don't they? But just, if it's just sitting there, either pass it on to a collector or do something with it. There we go. That's my opinion on the matter. Leave a comment below how you feel about these things. It is sometimes sad to see books being torn up, but and things like that. We're obviously told that that's not the thing to do when you're growing up, so it becomes a little bit of a worry. But on the other hand, this is art. We're turning it into something artistic now. We're not going to be using the old Crompton map from way back when that doesn't give the right detail anymore. So it's hasn't got practical use. Not when we've got all of our modern day maps on our phones and slightly better gadgets and widgets and GPS navigations. So let's honour the past. Let's appreciate it, love it, care for it in a different, unique way, a way that's going to get preserved for the future. Because my children will look through my journals. Absolutely, of course they will. I shall make them, because I will hide them so brilliantly in my own, own special cupboards and drawers. And then they'll have to go through them. And then they will find the treasures. They will find all the little things tell you what, this glue. No, I'm going to reserve judgment. At the moment, it didn't feel very sticky, so we'll just see. Is that me not gluing it, or is that just glue not gluing? So I'm on a quest to find affordable glue for you all. But I realise I've got subscribers all, all over the world. So sometimes you think the shop ones are going to be, the shop owned ones are going to do the job, but I just don't think so. I don't think so. Oh. Let's bear with it. Let's go with it. So that's first impressions are not good. Scissors. No, it is hopeless. Right, what's this one? Wilko. Quick stick glue. Rubbish. Get rid of that. And we'll revert back to the Scotch glue stick, because this... Oh, yeah, well, it's sticky, isn't it? Because I cannot get the lid off. Oh, done it. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's supposed to be relaxing. Supposed to be unwinding. So you really just want the things that work. You want the go-to things that you can just know work. Reliable. Well, there we go. We've spent about 10 minutes trying to stick a piece of paper to another piece of paper. I've told you all about maps and history and Ordnance Survey. I've still not got the piece of paper stuck down. Heavens, come on now. I'm just using a piece of old paper here to protect my table. I don't know why, it's got so much stuff on it, but yeah, we don't want sticky glue on the table. This is a pine table. Used to have it when I grew up living on the farm. Actually, living on a farm in West Sussex probably featured on one of these pages of the map, because I'm from West Sussex. But this is Hampshire, so it's a bit further over, so not quite where I'm from. But I could have torn that actually with a, yeah, I should have torn that bottom bit there. Actually, let's do that with a metal ruler. I've got a serrated one here. It's completely brilliant. This came from America, from Etsy, and I will link that below because it is Ed's Craft Emporium. Ed's Craft Emporium, Edwin Rip Ruler. A rip ruler from Ed's Craft Emporium on Etsy. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. But you do have to hold it down firmly. So you might have to stand up if you need to get to your... That's interesting, so I'm going to keep that. It's got a bit of cork on the back there that stops it slipping, but yes, brilliant. Let's go again. With the deckled edge that makes it look like it has come out of the paper makers with its original handmade deckled edge. So that's another bit for another day. Beautiful. Okay, so with my guide tag, I wanted about there, so I'm just going to rip that. That's it. Telegraph Hill. Fun. Okay, and I need something like this, where I've cut the corner off to give me a guide for my tags. So snip there. I've seen lots of crafters do this trick. It is an old trick. but a good one. That's it. There we are. Just tidy that top bit up a bit there. All right, so this is nice and thin, but still going to be able to be tucked in. Right, we've got one done. That was good. So I've got another bit of the map here, and I'm going to just repeat the process. I'll probably speed it up for you so you don't have to sit and look. I'll do slightly bigger one. Now that we've got the glue situation sorted, just make sure you've got the nicest side that you prefer on going to be the outside or the back, and then glue on the one that isn't as interesting, maybe, if there's such a thing, on a piece of dyed paper. This could be lined paper, it could be square paper, it could just be anything that gives you a bit of journaling space. So these are tags that you can write on if you want to in a journal. I haven't got to that point yet of my journaling journey. I haven't written. Oh, I have. That's not true. I did start writing in it, but the journaling for me is the making, the processing through the make. You know, looking at old map and remembering. Gosh, I remember doing the Duke of Edinburgh Award with my school friends. We used to walk on the downs of West Sussex using these maps, and forever having to try and fold them back up into the little rectangles. And so that's journaling for me. It's a memory, processing memories, remembering the past. It's important, isn't it? Because it helps us to fathom things out in the future, or what we're dealing in the present. I think this one's a little bit longer, certainly a bit wider. Yes, the map is definitely bringing back memories of living in the country. I'm very fortunate to have done that, I think. That some people's hell, isn't it? They wouldn't want to live in the country. Are you a country mouse or a town mouse? Leave that comment below. Who have we got here? Do you like living out with nature, or are you more a people person and living in the city? Because maybe you like a bit of both. I like going up to London, and I absolutely love coming back. I like going to the shops, I like going to see things, shows, and I like going to the capital. That's great fun, and all the different things. Go and try the latest. Very cosmopolitan place, London. It's quite vibrant and lots going on. It's old, it's got its history, it's got everything there really, but it's got people, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people, and I'm very, very pleased to get back on that train and come back down that train line into the fresh air where I can see the sheep in the fields. Home. And yeah, there we are. So this is the old-fashioned maps. And then those are our tags. All right, I've got a couple here as well from the more modern ones. So I've got 4 in total. So how are we going to decorate these to add to the journal to be little memory anchors? Because that's what these are. So I might want to write about the time that I walked during a lockdown situation with my family, and we favoured the Google Maps over the original maps. I might like to think about the Duke of Edinburgh Award, where we had to go for a camping trip with my old school friends. Or I might just like to think about going to London but coming home, and I might like to think about walks in the country and what that means to me. So there we go, just from 4 tags, all those memories start coming up again. Write those down, or don't even do it, maybe find a photo. Perfectly great to stick a little photo on there. That goes in a journal and you've remembered it. And then in the future, when my children have to clear my clutter, they will find it and they'll know. They will know. Before we all get too mystical here, is to decorate them. And I'm just thinking of the best thing. I'm thinking now birds, because that's what we do when we go for a walk in the country. We do hear the birds. I've got these in this rather brightly yellow box. These have been cut out from magazine books or marketing, and yeah, this came out of a bird book from the looks of it. I like that one. And flowers, that's another thing, isn't it? Well, this lovely map here is a nice background. It's got that red, so maybe we want more. He's a bit big. A little one there. That's sweet. I tell you what, let me take away those others, because then it becomes confusing. And I'll just, yeah, nothing worse than trying to work in a muddle. And I do that all the time, work in a muddle. Alright. How much clutter am I actually showing you? Sorry. Let's have a look here. So I like him because the grey tones work with that blue. This is just something that wrapped around a magazine. They've stopped using plastic and they're now using paper, which I celebrate. I think that's brilliant. He just about fits on there, but the fussy cut is a little wide. It could come in, and then he'd probably fit perfectly. Is this a pheasant or a grouse? Maybe it's a female pheasant. The male pheasants have the pretty blue and purple coloured plumage and that sort of wonderful iridescence that you see on maybe a male duck or drake. But maybe this is a female. The females in nature are less ornate. And I suppose if your job is to just sit on your eggs, that's obviously not your only job, but it is really, as well as one of your main purposes, is to sit on your eggs. Perhaps you don't want to be seen, you wouldn't want all the fancy colours. So there we go, that was just a little musing about the female species of the pheasant family. It's probably not even a pheasant. Oh, no, probably, I don't know. I need to have probably have read the book rather than cut it up. Oh well. It's there to wonder about. That's the whole beauty of it. So I like that very much. Now what else? What else? A flower around the top. I want to deal with sort of fussy cut in. Now I've got these German lithographs. They are rather fun and vibrant. Oh, butterfly. Oh my goodness. The bird and the butterfly. Oh, that butterfly is just perfect, isn't it, for that colour? Oh, that's just perfect. How about that? But do we want the thing? Do we want that as well? Oh gosh, that's just lovely. I think we'll have both. Whether that's too much. Is it too much? Let's put them on the side. And I had this one and this little bird here. I quite like that. I like the numbers down the side. Why haven't I got any flowers in here? I thought I had flowers. I got fruit. Oh, that's fun. Pears. That's a bit later in the year. Pears. Mushrooms. So it's really what you want to have, what sort of message you want to think about, really. Birds and mushrooms. Maybe I like the smaller one. Oh, that's nice as well. Yeah, I like the smaller ones because just want to allow the main image to do the talking. So that's why I like that. That sort of works. These are beautiful. That's that's a great one. I'm happy with that one. Now this one is absolutely lovely, but I don't know, they're jostling here in my head. The butterfly and the bird all together. Maybe they're going on a wonderful Tower Hill. I quite like that there. I want to see Tower Hill as a... Oh, let's have it. Why not? Why not? But I'm going to use this glue. That's for sure. Yep. That's for sure. So these are, yeah, they're like a traditional die cut image that you definitely would have found. I don't know when they became popular, but probably 40s, 50s and beyond. But it's the sort of thing comes from Germany. There's only 2 companies that produce these now. What did I say they were? Yeah, German lithographs. Popular since 1948. There you go, I've even written it down for myself, so I can tell you. Very, very hard to get hold of though. And this is a book page. So I collect these things, you know. I have done for years as well. And so when you see things on here, it's not always the question of going out and replicating. It's more what you can find in your own local thrift thrift stores, charity shops, church fetes, that kind of thing. Do we have church fetes these days, or are we all too frightened to have one? I hope so. I hope we can get back to the jumble sales and the places where you can find the treasures. There we are, I like that very much, and I'm going to just put something up there. I don't think I need anything more, even though my brain is saying there's a big gap there. It's because these are so bright. With that glue you've got a little bit of movability, so I could just have something like that that reinforces it. And glue that down. Right. And we could have a ring reinforcer. Oh, where have they been moved to? Oh look. Oh, lots of little... Oh, that's useful. Well, it's all useful. Only if you can find it and see it though. Here they are. I'll put them in the wrong drawer. There you go. These are... I bought another pack the other day, and can I find it? No. See, I was going really well. I was doing really well, and then there's just too much stuff in one room. I think I need to move some things out. It's like a toy rotation. Have you heard of that? Where you give the kids the toys for just a few months to play with, and then you pack them away. and then they get them back a few months later as brand new toys. That they think they're brand new toys. They're not. They're just their original ones. But because they haven't seen them in a while, it becomes all that. It's the same for me. So, toy rotation. I need craft rotation. That's what I need. So I need to box it up. In fact, that's such a brilliant idea. I'm going to box some of it up. Stuff that I'm not... I was into that sort of last month, but not so much now. Box it up, put it up in the loft, and then get it out again. In about 3 months' time, then I'm allowed it back, and I do the same again for the other stuff. So we don't have more. We just bring back, and then you open it up and be like, oh my goodness, I've forgotten I got this. Because when you get older, you do forget. You do forget you have things like that. I mean, I forget what I did last week. I don't even know what day it is. It's Monday, isn't it? Good. Good. Right, I love that. That's really good. The only thing it's doing is curling up, so I can press that down with the, like that, with the paperweight, which has lost itself. Okay, there we go. And let's do this one. So that is a bit too scissors. Yeah. That is a little bit, the border around there is too bold for me, too much white. So we go round again. You could ink round these. I'm not going to, but you could, just to make that more of a worn feel. Why am I not going to? I've just said I'm not going to. Is that for time? Maybe I'm feeling like I need to hurry up. And I don't need to hurry up at all. I'm not here to hurry up. I'm here to relax and unwind. So I think I might like to ink. I don't want to bore you. You can wind it on. Or I might speed that up for you. But yeah, I think I do want to ink. So I shall. I shall ink. I shall do exactly what I want at my craft desk, and you should do the same at yours. I have quite a lot of what's the word I want to say, like a relief, or when I sit down at my craft desk, it's that feeling. It's the right, I'm here, I'm in position, this is my time, I've set this time for me. Something about it. Oh, I thought there was a pin in there. I just stuck my finger in a glue bubble and now I'm all sticky. Let's go around this one. So I think a friend sent me, well, not I think, I know a friend sent me some fussy cut birds, but I also had some of my own, so I don't know what were hers and what were mine in that little container. But they are so useful to just have for collage as a final focal point, just to bring out. And I know lots of crafters use the birds in their collage. Rachel from Roxy Creations does some brilliant, wonderful, beautiful things with and adds birds, and she does the digital kits, and I often have a look through there, and she's got some birds that you can fussy cut. Lovely images, lots of lovely images. People have them on Etsy for these sort of things. If you want to buy a little digital kit, you can. Now I think that should have come down more, but that has stuck. So to me there should be something else there now. Oh, what if I cut that off and start again? Don't know. Have a think. Put that one to one side. Have a think. Now, I don't think I'm going to make the other two tags because I've seen these. And just need to do something about the edge there. Where's the ruler go? Really push hard when you're dealing with just a very tiny bit like that. That's nice, isn't it? So you could even chop that up and that becomes something that you add to a cluster. Or you could use that as the basis of a large cluster or a label and put something else on the top there. In fact, that's quite nice to make a series of these sort of little cards and then put something on them. I love that Telegraph Hill. I feel like I want to go there. I don't know why. I don't know what's there. Presumably a telegraph pole. Maybe if I stood there long enough I'd receive a telegraph from the past. Been watching too much Outlander. Now, what else? What else? What else? What else? Another bird? Maybe a little bird. I did see a little bird. I'm going to put that one in front of me, see if anything else pops out. Oh, here's a little bird. Yes, he's quite sweet. And then we've got, they're lovely, aren't they? Just a bit too short. Oh, on the floor. Or do we want a flying one? Yeah, I think I prefer that bird and maybe the flying one. What was this? No. Well, what happened to the other tag? Is it gone? It's in front of me. Oh, yeah, see, I've put him up to high. No, that glue does what it's supposed to and sticks. So that's bothering me now. And we will just deal with that because I can't have it. I am not here to be wound up. I'm here to have fun. I like that now. That's a little tuck, isn't it? Oh, hang on. There we go. That sorts that problem out. Let's stick that there. Right. You don't know unless you try. Want a nice blob of glue. Get that corner. Right, there we are. So now that will just go there. So it's just a short tag. And we'll just do something up the top there. Don't bother with that. Maybe not. No, just have that. And then a little hole punch. That's it. Right, that's another one sorted. What else we got? Then we got to stick the bird on here. Come round. He's going to go there, over a bit. Take away the white. And then you know, you can go through your magazines and things that come through and just see if there's any images of birds or flowers or anything of nature that reminds you going on a country walk or being out for a drive in the country, or any kind of holiday where you felt you were out in nature. All those things that sort of invoke those memories of being carefree and out in the environment, listening to the birds and seeing if you could find a nice local pub for a Sunday roast, or That's what we would have done. So we're taking the dog for a walk when I was little. There we go. Right, I've threatened the ink, so I shall now do it. I think I'd like to use a grey. I'm going to go with weathered wood. Steer away from the black and the brown. But having said that, this is covered in black and brown ink. So it's sort of a mishmash of all the colours. I think that just finishes that off nicely. I don't actually think it wants anything else because you've got so much interest going on with that beautiful map. I'll just echo the colour that has been used to draw on the lines of where this lady went for. Why do I say lady? Might not be. Might be a man. Might be a husband and wife team that went to South Harting and, you know, visited the church farm there. I can see. There we are. That's that. That's that one. And we've done this one as well with the butterfly. And I've got this one here as well. So far so good. We'll just do this one, I think, because you get the idea now how to use your map and your birds. As this is sort of a beginner's guide to, it's very sort of back to basics. So even if you've been junk journaling, creative journaling, crafting your entire life, it's quite good to just get back to basics and realise, gosh, I've only got 10 minutes or I've only got half an hour. What can I achieve? What can I do that just sort of brings me down back into a quiet state of mind where I can then sort of feel refreshed, had a break, and then I can go and sort out whatever else needs to be done. And if that doesn't need to be something complicated, then this quiet craft, as I call it, is definitely one to do, isn't it? And use up some of the bits. Oh. Do I like that? I think I do. Do I, or do I want a butterfly? No, don't like that one. This one's too fancy. Too big and too fancy. Perhaps it is the bird. Oh, hang on, here's a bird. Well, that's a better bird. Bird. Bird is the word. Let's go up there and then have a word or a label. It's quite nice to use these because I just see these as my special things and I don't use them, so therefore they're sat in the little box. And you know, if I carry on like that, they'll be sat in the box until my children find them in the future, and then they're not going to know what they were for or why I had them or why they were special to me. So therefore they will just be passed on, hopefully to another crafter in the future, or thrown away. And well, then I never had the enjoyment or the fun out of the things that I had intended. So there we are. Little morbid thoughts this morning, this afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Use the things. Use the things, enjoy the things, appreciate the things, and have fun with the things. I'll just have a cup of tea. Hang on. Oh, that's better. Yeah, now I can see I want something up there, don't I? Okay, what could that be? A little something. I need something to keep my little somethings in. A little stack of that. That was a digital kit that I've been working on this week or last week with Bella Crafts. Bella Crafts? Rach and Bella Crafts. A little bit of lace. That's pretty, but I won't see my keep trying to find a spot for that little piece. But he shouldn't be in there. Naughty cat. How about one of these? What have we got? It's a whole collection of all sorts of people's tickets from their digital kits. Oh, I like that. I like that as well. Do we want a date? 1922. I wonder if that map, the map's quite old. Perhaps I like the date. Or a price tag. We often have lots of little auctions and things around in the countryside, so that's kind of a nice idea. Let's go with that. Oh. Shipped at your risk. No. Yes, that one. Much better. So I want to say that that's a Tracy Fox label. Well, I don't know. So there's quite a few people that do them now. But I think it probably is. Her little random labels. So useful. I know everybody says. But they are. They just sort of finish it off, don't they, sometimes? Oh, right. Oop. Yeah, that's the only problem with this glue. It just slips and slides. Okay. I'm very particular, very fussy about glue. Put the pin in it. The only good thing about it, though, is it doesn't go rusty because it's not water-based. So the water-based glues turn the pins rusty sometimes. Okay, so I think that could be a little. Let's have a look. I need a journal. That's what I need. This one is my ideas journal. It's getting a bit full now. Oh, there's another bird over there. So this could live up here and be glued down there, and then that'd be like I want to say upper tuck, but isn't that that's something that you do when you're fighting. It could be down here, a little corner tuck. Could just be pinned there. It could just be an element. You stick the whole thing down and it sparks off an interest to write your journal. That sort of thing is quite nice on bullet journals to start off the week, maybe. Let's have a look at this idea. Can you see amongst the clutter of the one below? This is more for, yeah, how about something like that? Let's go to a different one. There. And then maybe this is the way you start writing a bit more and journal in your traveller's notebooks or bullet journals. Brings a bit of vintage, bit of nostalgia into the whole idea there. Well, anyway, I like it. Don't know where it's going to go, but I like it. And what else? So this was the other one. So then again, that could be stuck down on certain sides of its side tuck. Doesn't have to be, just because it's a label, doesn't have to be a label. Or you could have the two like that, and then it slots in. This one, I think that would be stuck down there and along there, and then you've got the tuck in there and the tuck behind. Oh, it's also a writing spot as well. So that's a little tuck in there for your stamps or your, fussy cuts that you didn't quite know what to do with. What else? What else could you put in there? Labels, tickets, all the things that I can't find now. It's quite deep actually, that pocket. I'm going to lose that stamp. Maybe the stamp isn't the best idea. It goes down quite far. Well, really pleased with that. Well done. Well done me. Well done me. Achieving something. And unwinding. So that was a spare one. We'll do that off camera. And I will pin up these pictures on Instagram so you can see the process of that. That one still wants to be laid flat overnight. And if I want to put in a bit of yarn or something to give that a top, then I have to fight with this ball here of whatever this is, yarn or wool or lace or trim or ribbon or string. Yeah, I like that. So we want to go through. There we are. So if you want to have a look and follow other things, I also have a Facebook group which you can join if you're in the UK. We are having good fun doing a UK swap at the moment. There'll be a place to join up for the summer swap, which will be for June, July and August. And you need to go and join the Facebook group, which is the Treasured Page FB group on Facebook, and just indicate when the post comes up soon that you'd like to have a go at that. There we are. And what else are we up to? Oh, then I'm on Instagram with all these photographs of my makes during the week, which is fun. Lots of interaction happening there. Lovely people I'm meeting. Really enjoying that. And as I said, the swap that we're involved in, wonderful women, all very creative, sharing lots of ideas. So yeah, these are just some quiet crafts that you can do, and just spend half an hour of your time piecing them together. And if you've got all the things, then they will come together quite quickly, especially now as I've figured it out for you, because I wasn't sure how that was going to work. But yeah, I think it wants just two elements really on the tag, and just stick to two things and see how that goes for you. If you do them two separated, you can shorten the tag like I've done there and make that little extra pocket for a note. And there you go. So I'm very pleased to have done this today, and I'm really pleased that you've joined me. Thank you all for your wonderful comments that I've received so far. It really gives me a lift and a boost. And if you found value here, do please like and share. Let me know you care. Leave a comment below and come and see what else that I'm doing. I've left a link in the description below so you can find out what I'm doing. If you'd like to keep me perky, you can buy me a coffee. And thank you very much for joining me and all your wonderful support. So above all else, guys, just slow down and make crafting time for you. Bye bye now.